The newly formed interstellar military bloc has decided they want a piece of the Rock, which means the NASA Authority are now invading the unified Solar Republic from the galactic south, which also means the NASA have now given me a reason to hit them hard as the series progresses, assuming we survive. Hello, Legion, this is Hadrian. Thank you for being here. Let's play some more Stellaris Federations in our Final Federation 2 series. So I'm going to leave things paused for a moment while I jump into just a little bit of reflection on this situation. It's an interesting example of how Stellaris is a balance between, and really any strategy game, but especially grand strategy like this, is a balance between how the dice roll in your favor when it comes to the generation of the map and the kind of start that you get. And our start was not great. I was not thrilled. You probably remember when I found out that we were sandwiched so closely between two empires and that we would actually not have continuousness. These borders would not be contiguous because of the Myric system. And as a result of that, we kind of pushed through, but we've been on edge all series because we've been trying to form a federation. The NASA Authority and the Rock have been decent allies so far. We've had peace with them. So all of a sudden, the NASA Authority, for most of the series, by the way, they did not have any kind of alliance or relationship with other empires that we could see. At least several episodes back, we were still like their only contacts. And so things were looking up as far as our ability to diplomatically influence them. The only problem is that everyone in this galaxy, with the exception of the Yeon Star regime, is militarist. Pretty much everyone. So that's another dice roll situation that has not broken in our favor. And now the final piece of this puzzle, apart from the fact that we had a kind of constrained start and that we are going to have to play pretty tall. I know it looks like I've expanded out a good ways, and I will have a number of planets. It's not the tallest playthrough, but we are going to have to do a lot in terms of building habitats in order to get our economy to catch back up to the NASA Authority and the Rock, because we're likely to lose this war. But the final piece isn't it a little bit unusual? Doesn't it seem a little bit strange? And this is the first set of patches with the diplomacy additions made by the Federations expansion, that the NASA Authority, after having such a good relationship with us for so long, would just straight up say, you know what, we're going to ally with people 3 or 4 alien empires away from us that we only recently just met, and we're going to go to war with your Federation allies, even though we've been neighbors with you the entire time. So I'm a little salty about it, but I wanted to get that out of the way because I'll actually be able to record better content if I get that out of the way. So like I said, we are probably going to get our butts kicked, and we're just going to have to make do with the situation we have. Have I claimed that system already, by the way? Yes, I have. That's already been claimed. So it's very unlikely we'll actually be able to take Myric from them in this war. It would be a bloody miracle. We do have the first fleet here in Seoul regenerating and rebuilding, and we're going to try and keep that going as much as we can. The second fleet is on its way around. Reason being, Izar does not have a shipyard, so we weren't really able to reinforce the fleet here. If we were to send it in to do some more damage against the NASA, the likelihood that they would have been able to just completely wipe out my second fleet again was pretty high, especially if they have another fleet in addition to these, because I suspect they have another fleet on top of these somewhere in their territory that's just hanging back. So if they were to send a second defensive fleet, they would be kicking my butt, and I would only have 1 fleet in my territory. So I'm sending the second fleet around to meet with the first. And so with that being said, we're trying to rebuild as quickly as we can. We've got a rivalry from the Lethal Instrument Panaxala planets, and we have already re-rivaled them. Now, did I also rival the Zirin Concern? No, because somebody mentioned this in the comment. They said, don't forget to rival the Zirin Concern. And I was like, well, I'm pretty sure I can't because I checked. But this is the importance of, well, it's the importance of 2 things. First of all, the onus is on me to a certain extent to make sure that I try to explain every little decision that I make, but also like try to pay attention when you're watching, because sometimes I'm checking for things like that. And so a comment like, hey, don't forget to rival the Zirin Concern, I can't. So try not to suggest something that I literally can't do. So the hostile fleets are present in the Brigada system, and we're not going to be able to stop them. Our only hope really would be to stop them at the... See, we do have a station in Sirius. Right now it's a trade station, but hang on. Let me see if I can make some things happen. We still have a lot of exotic gases, so I'm going to go ahead and sell those. I do need to reinforce my fleet for sure. But I want to spend some of this. I want to go ahead and get some alloys just off the market, which I can use to upgrade this base. Now, it's probably not going to be done by the time they get to it. So, yeah, that's 720 days. It's going to take way too long. What I'd rather do with those alloys I just bought, frankly, is build more ships. Now, the first fleet is closer. I'm going to go ahead and give the order to reinforce that fleet. And we still, of course, have more alloys coming in. Let's take a quick look at our planets to see if there are any other decisions that we can make. How are we doing on rare crystals? We have a slight surplus there. Dense jungles being cleared here. Mining district being added there. I'm checking to see where I might be about to experience a change in my rare resource income. By the way, for those of you watching live, sorry there was not an episode yesterday. I didn't post anything about it either. It was just a crazy hectic day with work, and so I was not able to get to recording the way that I wanted to. Matter of fact, I'm only going to be able to record one episode in this sitting, but I didn't want to miss 2 days in a row. So I hope to get back to it later today to build up a bit of a backlog in this series so that we're on schedule. But for those of you watching live, sorry about that. I normally like to post notifications, but it happens. Let's go ahead. I mean, do I need more civilian fabricators right now? I probably don't. I should probably conserve my resources as much as possible for things that I literally need. Like, I can build that upgrade for sure. And we don't quite have the exotic gases just yet to build the next round of that. I'm going to go on speed 2, and we're going to keep it on speed 2. Part of me is very curious to see if they go and try to attack the enigmatic fortress, which would be so funny to me. One thing that would be interesting too. Okay, the Kavak Syndicate has ended their rivalry with the Holy Iski Theocracy. One thing that would be so interesting to me is if we had actually colonized Diomia, the way that we did in Legacy of the Forerunners, and we had a colony there while the Shard was hanging out blocking the trade route, just like we do in Legacy of the Forerunners. If we had a colony there, would they try to attack it? And if so, would the Shard wipe them out? That just makes me so happy to think about. I doubt that they'll do that, but it's a fun thought. We still only have... Oh, whoa. I have envoys that need assignments. Holy crap. Okay. I'm guessing because of this this war that I'm in. So, wait a minute. So, we have 2 now representing our interests in the Celestial Alliance. Tell you what. I'm going to try to improve relations with the Lock-in Mechanists, because I want to try and hold them off from doing anything soon while we're still dealing with all this nonsense. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. And it looks like we have a bit of a housing issue in Olympia, but there's already plenty of amenities, so there's an argument for maybe just building a mining district instead that will provide housing, and there won't be anyone to work in it yet, but as the population grows, there will be jobs automatically available, which means we're just basically building that in advance, and we will see an increase in mineral income the next time a pop comes up ready for promotion. Same thing here. I'm going to go ahead and let's buy 1,000. Yeah, I'm going to build a mining district there. And Avalon is a world where, yeah, same thing here. This is a mining world. I can still build 2 more districts. I want to build 1 more mining district on Avalon. Again, no pops yet to work these jobs. It's a bit of an interesting decision-making process, but it's what I'm doing. Now, what's going on with my... How do I have that many alloys already? I know that much time hasn't passed. I'll go ahead and give the order to reinforce the fleet again. Maybe I didn't click the button the first time? Okay. Moat stabilization. So volatile moats, probably necessary to go ahead and do that. because we need those motes in order to upgrade our alloy production, and we need that yesterday. So why don't we go ahead and position one of our construction ships, because we have some here that can be harvested. I'm going to send that construction ship to get those as soon as that tech finishes. All right, let me also check my edicts and see if there's anything I can do. We don't quite have the ability to... Yeah, we can use our exotic gases for shield boost, so we'll be using that before long. We're building up exotic gases at a crazy high rate. So fuel and shield boost we'll be able to do. Crystal and sensors we can already do, technically, which might come in handy. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. We still have capacity overload running. I'm just trying to manage this loss as much as I can. We're going to lose. I'm not sitting here thinking, you know, maybe I can turn this around. If I can turn it around, I will, which is part of the reason I'm thinking the way I am. But I'm not proceeding from some assumption that I can somehow pull this out. We're just trying to minimize losses at this point. Very unexpected war. So we do have some... Yeah, this would be another obvious choice for a mining district. Let's go ahead and do that. In this case, we actually do have a pop ready to work it. Okay.
We have detected hostiles.
All right, so it looks like they have a transport fleet incoming, which means that colony will probably get conquered. Now, their fleet is sitting like so. With any luck... Yeah, let's reinforce the fleet. How strong is the Sirius station? Not strong enough, man. Not strong enough. I wish it was built up a little bit more. The Alpha Centauri station, I think, is stronger. Yeah, it's 3.9. And the Sol station is 4.2. Alright, so... Looks like there is a slight upgrade available there. Let's go ahead and give that order. Sol Shipyard is still building a number of ships, actually. A cruiser and a destroyer. But once one of those is done, the other shipyard will go to town upgrading. Oh, those have expired. Wonderful. Dang. Right, let's sell 100 of those just because I want to keep some energy in the bank. We're going to keep things on speed 2. Chancellor Jean Dupont has leveled up. Yay.
Ship upgrades applied.
How much longer is Jean Dupont going to be? Next election, 2297. Okay. So in about a year, actually, we will have a new chancellor because I want to try and elect a militarist chancellor. For multiple reasons, I want to try and elect a militarist chancellor. Right,
Construction
so we will,
completed.
I spent some of the exotic gases that I would have been able to use to start one of those edicts, but we'll have them again soon. We have a nice bonus. You can see our minerals income increasing, which is quite good.
Research concluded.
Okay, 3 months until mote harvesting traps are done. We have some research decisions to make. Regenerative hull tissue. I had somebody ask me in the comments section why I don't have this yet. In case I haven't spelled this out, I don't really have that many big ships. I tend to use that a little bit later on when I have battleships. But right now, I'm not too concerned about that. Let's go ahead and do the habitability bonus. It's only 3,000. It's going to be done in less than a year. And a 5% habitability bonus to all of our citizens means everyone gets a little bit more productive, which is nice. City district housing +1 sounds like a good idea. But also, better corvettes could be good. This is a rare tech, so we might not have that opportunity again before long. At the same time, we have minerals from miners, which could be the best possible choice given our situation. Yep, let's go ahead and pick that. It's going to take 2 years, roughly. Avalon is still down some housing. Really? Even after building... Oh, that's right, because they were down 2, right? And a mining district only provides 1. No, mining district provides 2 housing. They must have grown another pop just now. Not that I'm complaining, but that must have been what happened. So, you know what? As much as I would like to build a city district here, we'll be able to build luxury housing here when they hit 65 pops. So what I'm going to do is build another mining district. This is a mining world, and it needs to mine. Miners need to mine. Especially right now. Okay, we've got lots of proposals popping up. Lethal Instrument, Panaxala Planets made peace with the Yon Star regime. Seems like war exhaustion is proceeding pretty much in sync. So the Rock might be holding their own, which we need them to do. I wish they would come down and help, but they might not have the resources to come down and help. So I'll take what I can get. Let's go ahead and reinforce this fleet. Where is the second fleet? Still up in Rock territory. That's fine. They've got a ways to go. Up to 4.7k fleet strength. And still building. Fully upgraded. Got a destroyer building in the Sol Station. Federation Association offer. Okay, that's not anyone that we know.
To the universe.
Okay, moat harvesting traps are done. Good. So I'll be able to start bringing those in, and we can upgrade some of our alloy production, which is sorely needed. Now, that being done, research station output plus 10% for 4,000. That might be the way to go. Wormhole travel, I don't want to unlock that right now, but that's also very tempting. Advanced research complexes might be the most tempting of all. I think I'm going to go for this because we have the exotic gases to justify upgrading some of those buildings again. We don't have that many of them, but we have them on Earth, and Earth is the place where we will be able to take advantage of that particular upgrade. So I'm going to do it. Now, I had a construction ship near some moats. And then I don't think I have any planets at all. Crystalline caverns. Alright, spore vents. I'm checking to see where I might have public swamp. Nope. Therian fields. Nope. Crystalline caverns. Nope. So I may need to colonize a planet. Yeah, that's all my colonies. I've been through them all, I believe. Yeah. I need to colonize a world that has dust on it. And I think... yeah. This one right here. Siluria 3. It's currently a desert world. We could terraform it and make it something else. Or we could colonize it with the rock. But I think I would... Ooh, yeah, terraforming's still super cheap right now. The only issue is that we don't really have the means. Let me go ahead and launch one of those edicts. We definitely want the fuel boost. And we'll want the shield boost before long. But we don't have the means to make that much money right now. We're pouring our resources into our economy. Senate is now in session. How are they doing? Have they moved on? No, they're still... I think they're waiting to be able to conquer Bragatha, but that means they're giving us a bit of time. All right, so we're voting on natural sanctuaries. Diplomatic weight from economy minus 40%. Pop consumer goods upkeep reduced by 5%. Amenities usage reduced by 5%. Build speed reduced by 5%. And clear blocker time increased by 25%. We should preserve natural spaces as parks where citizens can escape from their troubles. Minor restrictions to heavy industry are required, but it's a low price to play. Low price to pay. Words. Okay. Let's go ahead. Oh, interesting. We've got some civilization in breach of galactic law. So any sanctions from the votes that we've passed so far, I'm not going to look at those right now because that's not our focus, but any sanctions from the votes that have been passed so far apply to those civilizations that are in breach of galactic law. All right, so it seems like no, these transports are headed back. Oh, no, they're headed through. Sorry. They're on the way to take that planet, I would imagine. Let's reinforce this fleet some more. Now, since I should have moat income now, or I will very shortly, that's right, we need to build up moats in order to make those upgrades. That's the only thing. How much do we need in order to upgrade one? I need 45. All right, let's do it. I'm going to buy some, and then we will sell... Definitely experiencing a bit of an energy shortage, which is not good. But we're doing the best we can, given the circumstances. Concord is ready for a new building. Ooh, Betharian power plant. That should help with the energy problem. Easiest decision ever. That's fairly straightforward.
Construction completed. Knowledge is the key to the universe.
Build those. All right. Habitability +5 has been unlocked. Ministry of Production, I think, actually helps, but these require moats, and I'm not going to be building anything else with moats right now. So, Energy Siphon, Amoeba, Flagella, Habitability. Defense army damage +33%. Let's do that. If we can make our defenders just a little bit better, we can... All right, with Prosperity, we can increase mining station output by 10%. So we're definitely going to do this. We're beginning a new tradition tree, so let's adopt that, and that'll help our economy improve. At this point, hindsight's 2020. I wish I had that already, but couldn't have predicted that things would go this particular way. All right, so Earth is almost to 70 here. We are down some housing, but we're not down amenities. I'm going to do the same thing I've been doing elsewhere. Well, actually, no. I'm going to, on Earth, tell you what. Let's do an energy district, because we do need a little bit of extra energy. So whatever we can do to help with that. All right, you can see that we have had a bit of a boost, which is nice. We're bringing in 55 alloys per month, which is just not enough. Yeah, now we just need minerals. Hang on. Moment of truth. Now I can upgrade one of the alloy foundries to mega forgers. Alloy mega forges. Alright, Olympia is officially being bombed. And it looks like they are getting ready to capture it. I'm not going to be able to do anything to... Of course, they don't have a claim on any of these territories. Ah, Danielle Rizzo has developed new skills. She has the intellectual trait. Oh, that's fantastic news. You're governor of the Elysium sector, right? Okay, so that's really just over the Gaia world.
Forces making planetfall.
But hey, that's good.
War has been declared.
The Holy Iski Theocracy has declared war on the Kemplar polity. Okie doke. War exhaustion is dead even, which...
Priority alert. Planets succumb to invasion.
You think? There's no way I could have stopped that. Ooh. Here we go. So the campaign to elect a new chancellor is underway. Now there's a... Yeah. Operation Battlecry. If we were to support this one, we've supported them one time, we can support them again. We might not be able to stop Jean Dupont from getting reelected. Yeah, I don't think we're going to be able to. But you never know. Let's see how that pans out. It's probably not going to happen. Okay, Elysium is ready for its next roll, so I think we're definitely going to do some alloy production. We just need to buy a little bit to make it happen. Absolutely going to do some alloy production. Glad I didn't miss that notification with everything I've got going on.
Knowledge is the key to the universe.
All right, good. Defense army damage +33. A little bit late, but still, that'll help with future situations. Food processing facilities. Diplomatic weight +10%. Embassy complex, which gives us an additional envoy if we build them. So with these, we can just build up more envoys. I think we can only have one of them, though. I might be wrong about that. Well, let's do it. It's not that big of a tech in terms of its cost. So let's go for it. Can't be that bad. I'm going to reinforce this fleet again. You can see them moving on. Jean Dupont will rule until the next election, and it looks like his campaign promises were unfulfilled. What are his campaign promises now? Miner mandate, mining stations built. Well, we can't build any mining stations, Jean. We can't. We don't have the ability. All right, generator district is almost done on Earth, and the mega forgers are going up. I will always call them mega forgers. Okay, we have lost our... Who died? Ah, Fernando Martinez passed away. Rest in peace. All right, looks like it's time to hire a new scientist, and there is Juliette Pelletier, and she will be taking over. Not quite a match in terms of their expertise, but she'll help with future projects in that category, so we'll take it. anything that is
We have
materials
detected
related,
hostiles.
she will give a boost to, specifically a 15% boost to. All right, so it looks like they're going straight for the Faranis black hole, which is not surprising. They have their entire fleet traveling with them. Now, what would be freaking funny is if they went for the Enigmatic Fortress. I would die laughing. You would see me laugh harder than at any point in the past. That's a promise. All right, we're definitely going to do more alloy foundries on Alaska. All right, now Avalon is down some housing, but they just need one more pop and we can build luxury housing there. So we can let that notification stand for a moment. Our economy is actually in the black for the moment, which means in the positive. It's either black or red in terms of how we're doing on sales. All right, yeah, so they jumped serious with their entire fleet. Interesting that they're moving their entire fleet through our territory. That's a bad sign. Okay, so we can do crystal mines on Anchor. And I think, hang on. Yeah, see, that's not as important as alloy foundries right now. We can build alloy foundries, which will take away our mineral surplus for sure that we currently have, but it'll turn it into alloy surplus. All right. Wow, look at that. Holy crap. All right, so they just completely wiped the Sirius station, and that means Terra Nova might soon be captured. I'm surprised that War Score is still even, because they're kicking our butts. So that must mean that the Rock are holding their own up there. All right, experimental subspace navigation is good for our science ships. Energy Nexus might be the best, though. But then again, antimatter reactor could be the best possible choice here, just to make sure that we can continue to upgrade our ships as rapidly as possible with some of the best weaponry and not have to worry about running into problems with power. So I'm going to do that. We don't have the energy grids built, which upgrade into energy nexuses. Nexi? Nexuses? Nexuses? Nexi? I don't know. But we don't have those just yet. I don't believe that Nexi is the plural of nexus. If it is, it's not commonly used in English. Okay, so it seems like the second fleet has arrived in Seoul, so I'm going to give the order for these ships to upgrade. Well, let's first have them heal. Now upgrade.
Ship upgrades applied.
But these fleets together are still nowhere near strong enough to take on the full might of the Natsa Authority. They've got all their fleets together, and it doesn't look like they're planning to split up. Oh, crap. That's not good timing. That's not good timing at all. How much is it going to cost? 5,000? I don't think I can do it. I really don't. I'm going to have to forgo it this time. We can get it back later. I hate it, but all right. I think we're probably at a pretty good stopping point. We're at 28 minutes into the episode. It's going to be pretty rough for an episode or two here while we just get steamrolled. As soon as war exhaustion is done, we will no longer actually have any concern with... I don't think... Because they don't have claims on us, I don't expect that any of our territory will actually change hands. Now, if it's a status quo piece, then that could change things. But it's been a while since I've been in this situation in any Stellaris playthroughs. It really has. I've been on defensive wars, but not one that I was so woefully unprepared for, especially not on the channel. But this is how it goes, and if we can pull the series back from this, I think it'll be an epic comeback. So I'm going to keep this going for now, but we're going to stop this one here. And in the next one, we're just going to see what we can do to stop the advance of this trifecta of fleets. They're keeping them together, which is really problematic. They're not leaving any fleets behind, which technically means I could take my fleets and go around now from like Izar and start taking their territory, but they could do the same thing and just run amok with my home system. And I'd rather like defend Earth mightily from here than try and be sneaky and cheeky and head down that direction. So I think I'm going to stick to my guns and keep my fleets here as planned and just get them as upgraded as I can possibly get them. We do have alloy production a little bit higher now. We can't quite build anything else yet because the only ships that need to be built our bigger ships. But we are getting to the point where we will be able to build our cruisers, and that will help us. The question is if we can keep the economy afloat to build those cruisers, and if the cruisers can build in time, because these guys are now just 3 jumps away from Sol. Yeah. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this one, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to follow along. New episodes are coming out every day at 4 p.m. U.S. Eastern Time. Comments are always welcome. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you next time.